What I have here is a little demo of a prototype that I made over the past week for generating Latin glossaries. Please keep in mind that this is a prototype made over the last week, so I've put no time whatsoever into styling this to look nice. Hence, the interface looks a little rough. It is a prototype. So on the left here, I have a chapter from Familia Romana, the one entitled Magister et Discipuli. And each of these words you can click on. And it matches those up with one of the possible meanings. One of the challenges in generation of glossaries, that is fully parsed glossaries for a specific Latin text, is that there are grammatical ambiguities in the Latin language for a given word form. For example, pueri here could mean boys, as in singular masculine genitive, or it could be plural masculine nominative, meaning boys. If you want to include just the way that a word is used inside a glossary, what you have to do is, once you have your basic glossary there, go through each word form line by line and match it up with how it's used in the text. This is not too bad for smaller texts ranging from about 100 to 200 words. And that's what I've been doing for all of my published Latin readers, such as the Voyage of St. Brendan or the Historia Britonum. However, when you get to something that's longer, like a chapter of Familia Romana, it's 1,000 words long. It's somewhat difficult and time-consuming to go through and search for all the uses of pueri, parse it in your mind, remember how it's used, and then make sure the glossary matches that. So instead, the idea of this tool is, well, what if we can just go ahead and say, in this particular sentence, for this particular token here, this word, not all the other instances of pueri, I can go ahead and say that this means boys. Discipulis sunt pueri, plural masculine nominative. Boom. And it pops me to the next one here. So this is pretty easy to do, right? I can know what sentence I'm on. Marcus and Quintus are two disciples, two students. And there we go. I can then hit generate glossary. And the system takes all the meanings that I've associated with these tokens and puts them into a nice glossary. So if we look here, pueri is boys, plural masculine nominative from puer. Now let's take a look a little farther down in the text and see if it's used differently. So if I just do a little word search, pueri, let's see, that one's nominative. Here we go. He beats the back of the boy. Oops, that should be ablative there. So here I've got pueri, and it's singular masculine genitive. So let's go ahead and set that as the meaning and regenerate the glossary and take a look at what happens to that entry. As you can see, now it provides both options for how it's used within the text. And I didn't need to read the whole text and remember what went on. The system all did that for me because in the database I have tokens matched to meanings. The neat thing here too is this could expand to be kind of a web text platform. There are many software packages out there that do this already. For example, there's like Logos software. You can get like Greek New Testament where like you mouse over the word and it parses it for you. The same thing could be done here pretty easily since it's all available in a database. Anyhow, this package is on my GitHub if anyone is interested in it, or if you have any questions or thoughts or maybe think this would be useful for you, definitely leave a comment and let me know.